American Alchemy, the series by M.D. McCrary. Part 1, from the perspective of Ash Hawthorne, the firstborn son. Ash Hawthorne went out after his miserable second job to drink with a few of his friends at a local witch tavern, as a young man of 21 may do in this miserable country. But not the sort of miserable, pathetic hole-in-the-wall tavern Ash's father, Frank, liked to go to. Ash went to the expensive bars for the younger generation that led to them primarily consuming drugs and other substances among monsters. So the nights were always filled with dancing, fighting, moshing, loud, heavy music and strobe lights, and running in circles and jumping. There were always drugs being done in the bathroom, smoke burning in shadowy booths as pretty young witches brought over bottle after bottle. On this particular night, Ash was leading in a waitress that he had been trying to mate for the last several weeks. They were both intoxicated beyond belief, but that was okay. He could still tell she was into him the entire time. Even as he unlocked the door, she was sliding her hand lovingly up his leg before putting her cold hands up his shirt. "Let's go to the bedroom," she whispered. "I want to fuck you on the ceiling." God, I miss fucking wishes, Ash thought. Why did I ever stop? "I can't wait," Ash said, placing his hands on her hips as she pushed him through the door, laughing as she pressed his lips to hers. "You're sure you aren't too drunk, right?" "Shh," she whispered, placing her finger on his lips. "Where's the bedroom?" "Up that narrow staircase to the left," Ash said. "Just make yourself at home. Do you need anything? I think we have water or like infinite noodle pot or..." "Shh," she said, pressing her hands to his lips and walking her fingers down his shirt. "I want Y-O-U. Right now." "Give me 15 minutes, Ash said. "I have to wake the kids up for school." "You have kids?" she said, a bit taken back. "How many?" "They aren't mine. They're my brothers and sisters, but they need to eat breakfast and everything before I can..." She stopped Ash with a single kiss. He felt her silky shoulder-length hair, a popular look among witches of the day. It looked great under the pointy hats or beanies and short dresses they always wore out. She took off her leather jacket and rested it on a chair, unveiling her perfect-sized breasts beneath a tight black shirt. Slowly she moved his hands up to them. "Hurry up," she said playfully. "I'll be waiting." "Got it," he said before they parted ways, and he raced up the second set of stairs. "Alright, you fucks," Ash said, rushing into the girls' room. "Willow, Scarlet, Annie, time to get up." "I'm already awake," Willow said, staring out the window, smoking a joint. "Why are you already awake?" Ash asked. "How late were you out?" "I'm not sure," Willow said, laughing as she hit the joint again. "Come on," Ash said. "One more year and I could give a fuck what you do. Just graduate with some magic certifications and school records and we can do whatever it takes from there." "Yeah," Willow said. "Whatever." "I hope she's not on anything besides pot," Ash said, shaking his other sister as she slept amongst a pile of her own trash and other nonsense. "Scarlet, get the fuck up." He shook her dyed red hair all around until she looked like a troll doll. "I swear to God, Scarlet, I'm not dealing with this today." "Bitch," Scarlet said, rolling over. "I don't have time for your shit. The sun's barely up." "I don't care. I'm busy. I need you up," Ash shouted, ripping his sister onto the pile of trash onto the floor. "Clean up your shit and go to school." Scarlet opened her eyes and set Ash's shoulder ablaze. He leapt around the room, shouting and smoldering, until finally Scarlet put out the flame with a single breath, and Ash fell to the ground at Willow's feet. "You could have helped me," Ash said, looking at Willow as she removed her headphones. "I prefer not to get involved," Willow said, standing up. "And I'm not on drugs, asshole. The song ended and I could hear you. I stayed up to do my project." "You fucking set me on fire, bitch," Ash said, walking over to his second youngest sister, Annie. "Good, next time it'll be whatever whore you brought home," Scarlet said, always being the protective one. "I bet I could kick her ass." "Probably," Ash said, "but she's smarter than you. Actually go to class today. If you skip and have to get hung by your fingers again, is it honestly worth it? Which bitch teachers don't want the scarlet sauce? She said, getting up and moving towards the bathroom with a smile. I don't want the scarlet sauce, Ash said as she walked away. Annie, I don't know how you can sleep through your sisters, but please get up. Your brother has a beautiful person to do. Annie said, rubbing her eyes. I was having the most wonderful dream. Me and Dexter went on a killing spree together, and he raised me, and I showed him magic. I had so many things, so many bodies. Unlike your last dream, let's not tell your teachers about this one, Ash said. They already know too much. Can't talk if they're dead, Annie, the 6-year-old said. I wish you and Daddy killed people. I wouldn't be surprised if your father has killed people, Ash said. Do you really think so? Annie said, sitting up all excited. That makes me really happy. And that makes me really scared, Ash said, kissing his sister on the head. Do you think you can get your own cereal this morning? We have 2 more Lunchables, I checked. I really gotta go to bed, sweetie. Okay, Ash, can I? No, you can't hunt and kill your own food, Ash said. But the Native American witch girls, I don't care how many hearts the Native American witch girls eat at your age, Ash said, putting his foot down for the last time. You live in Philly, you have special magic. No one eats hearts anymore. Besides, what are you going to kill, a squirrel? Annie was prepared to answer, but Ash had to stop that before it could start. No, don't go around killing squirrels. Make cereal, take a Lunchable, and an apple if they're still good. I'll have food when you get home. Can I wear makeup? Can you do makeup? Ash asked as he rushed out the door looking at his phone for the time. No, Annie said. Either ask your sisters or learn a lesson, Ash said, rushing down the hall only to turn around and run back. But if girls make fun of you, you can't kill them. Agreed? Fine, Annie said, lying through her teeth. Ash ran into the boys' room to find them already awake. Did you sleep last night? Ash asked. No, Frank said, raising his Red Bull. But it's alright though, I'm fine. Does no one sleep without me making sure they do? Honestly, no, Frank said without ever taking his eyes off the screen. But Willow was smoking with a bunch of guys. Salem was working and woke up when he heard you bring that girl home. He's in the bathroom now. He needed to be the first one to get ready. Annie, I think, microwaved or did some spell to a goldfish. Either way, it's dead and it's in the fridge. And we're out of Hot Pockets. Rue was up all night crying. Glad you took the initiative to tell me and do nothing, Ash said, putting his face into his hand. Can you take care of yourself? I already do, Frank said, lighting a cigarette. Stop smoking, Ash said. And snitching. Both will kill you. No, Frank said carelessly. If I don't snitch, you don't know. Okay, Ash said. Look, I appreciate that you got that computer job but I'm fine, Frank said. I sleep in school, I wake up, I take the test or whatever and go back to sleep. I already made a program, I scan whatever magic homework or spellbook they give me, and I don't need your process, Ash said, getting serious. Just hold it together, Franco. Were those kids still giving you trouble? No, I'm okay. You sure, Ash said. Your brother can beat them up and have it be legal in every sense of the word. It's fine, Frank said. All right, Ash said, leaving the room. Give him that Hawthorne. Don't quote that or I'll staple my ears shut, Frank said. Salem, Ash said, knocking on the bathroom door. Are you alright for today, bro? Yeah, Salem said. I have money and I'm getting a ride, so I don't need to walk. A ride from who? Ash asked. Stop playing mom, Salem said, opening the steamy bathroom door, all dressed with his hair slicked back and shirt buttoned down to the second button. And what about this ride, though? Ash said. Should I be worried about this ride? You know, if anyone hurts my gay brother, I'm gonna... Please, bitch. I've got more magic in my ass hairs than you do in your entire body. I'm going with Sammy. Besides, I'll break a bitch's neck and make him suck his own dick before I put an unwanted cock in my... Alright, Ash said. I'm sorry I asked. I didn't give you a visual of me and my witch. No, but you did wake everyone up, Salem said, following his brother down the steps. Give it to her good, bro, Salem said, walking out the door, punching his brother. See you later, Willow said, handing Ash the joint as she walked out the door. Stay in school, Ash said, hugging Willow. Same, Frank said, following behind. Stay smart, Ash said, patting Frank on the head. Can I? Annie said, coming up to ask another question. The answer is no if it involves serial killers, murder, blood, horror movies, or what the city of Philadelphia defines as a person. Stay out of jail, Ash said, kissing Annie on the head and brushing her knotted hair before shoving her out the door. Scarlet, Ash shouted. Scarlet! I'm coming, Scarlet said. Shut up, man, Mom. Don't skip class, Ash said, and don't fight that girl. It was a girl and a guy, Scarlet said, and they fucking aren't worth it, Ash said. Believe me, I fought last night too, but if they hit me, if they hit you, and if you have to fight them, Ash looked Scarlet in the eyes, then fucking win. Go to school. Thanks, Scarlet said with a smile, which from her was more than a hug. That's it, Ash said, rushing up the wooden steps with 35 seconds to spare. Hey, he said, opening the door to his room and hopping out of his shirt, seeing the half-naked woman lying there in underwear and glorious exposed splendor, completely unconscious. I'm sorry I had to take care of... Oh. Fuck, Ash said, stomping his feet in a whisper. Fuck! It's okay. I'm okay. This is fine. She was drunk anyway. I was kind of wrong. I'm fine. Wah! 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 Rue said, stirring from her crib. Aw, Rue, Ash said, picking up his infant sister and climbing into bed beside the drunk beauty whom was just that far out of his reach. You'll always be my number one girl, Rue. He began rocking her as she fell asleep in his arms. It's gonna be alright. I'll get to fuck her later, hopefully. When it's daylight. And we're sober. Ash fell asleep that morning beside the drunk girl with Rue in his arms.